Okay, now we will start from our PPT. So, good morning all. Our today's topic is finite automata. ठीक है? So, we can see as automata as a machine. ठीक है? So, we will use finite automata as a machine that is used to recognize the pattern. ठीक है? So, finite automata is used to recognize the patterns. Then it will take the string of symbols, okay, as a input and change the state accordingly. ठीक है? So if the desired symbol is found, then the transition occur. Whether it depends that it will move to the next state or stay in the same state. ठीक है? So these state are known as accept state or reject state. Okay, and when the when we move from the starting state and after processing a input string, if we will reach to the final, just a minute. Okay, okay. uh, in a automata, if we will start from a starting symbol, and after processing the string, if we will reach to the final state, then what will say that our string is accepted by that automata, otherwise it is rejected by automata. Okay, now this is the formal definition of finite automata. So there are five tuples in a finite automata. Okay, these five tuples are capital Q, sigma, psi, q naught, and f. Okay, so as you see, Q is the finite set of states. Okay, so what you have to remember that Q, okay, it means finite set of states, means the number of states in a automata is finite. Okay, that's why we call him finite automata, है ना? Otherwise it is infinite हो जाता है. Okay, the second one is finite set of input symbol that will be represented by sigma. Then Q0 is our initial state and F is our final state. And there is one symbol that is psi. Okay, what will psi? Let me show you an example. Wait. Okay, we will draw a automata. Don't worry. So where is our pen? Okay. So white. Okay. चलिए, actually it's not working here. Now this is the example of finite, non-deterministic finite automata. See, the Q0 is initial state, okay, starting state, that is represented by an arrow. If there is some state, ठीक है, जिसके ऊपर arrow लगाओ, that is our what? Our initial state. Okay, and the state with double circle is our final state. Okay, the state which have double circle is our final state. Then these are the A and B, these are the input stream. Okay, there is a state Q0, that is our initial state, and after giving an input B, it will either move to another state or same state. So these are the input. Okay, then if then we have the transition function. Transition function you will see as there is a mathematical function. After applying this, if we move from one state to another state in a automata, that is our transition function. That will be vary from automata to automata. Okay, so okay, now there are two types of automata. Okay, first one is finite automata without output and finite automata with output. Then finite automata without output is further divided into three types. First one is DFA, that is deterministic finite automata. Then second one is NFA. NFA means non-deterministic finite automata. And third one is null NFA. Okay, null non-deterministic finite automata. And finite automata with output is further divided into two types, that is Moore machine and Mealy machine. So first we will start with finite automata with output, that is first one is deterministic finite automata. Okay, so DFA is the short form for the deterministic finite automata and NFA for the non-deterministic finite automata. Now let us understand in detail. Okay, so these are the deterministic finite automata. Okay, a deterministic finite automata also have 5 tuples, just like the finite automata, because it is a one type of finite automata. Okay, so these again capital Q means finite set of states. Okay, let's see an example. There are two states. Okay, Q1 and Q2. These are the states. Okay, so these are finite. Then sigma, again sigma is the set of alphabets or set of input. Just like an example, A and B. These are the two type of input. In some example, there are multiple A, B, then C, then D, multiple input strings. Then phi is the transition function. Means Q multiplied by sigma is Q. That is the mathematical function. After applying this, we move from one state to another state. Then Q0. Q0 is the initial state. Just like this example, Q0 is our initial state that will be represented by an arrow. Okay, and wait. Okay, and F is the final state or accept state. Means the state which have double circle, we will call it as final state or accept state. Okay, so this is the example of non-deterministic finite automata. So first thing in our mind, why it is called non-deterministic finite automata? The logic behind it, what is the logic behind is कि after applying an input, if we move to a single state, then it is deterministic finite automata. And if after applying an input symbol we move more than one state, then it is non-deterministic. Okay, so see in this example, at state Q0, okay, at state Q0, wait. Okay, so why we called deterministic finite automata means we can determine the transition. Means at state, any state Q1 or an initial state Q1, after applying a single input string, we move to a single state. Okay, as we say an example, at state Q0, when we apply the input A, we move to the state Q1. Okay, but in the case of non-deterministic, at any state, after applying a single input, we can move to the multiple state. Okay, we can't determine in non-deterministic finite automata, but in case of deterministic finite automata, we can say that after applying a input symbol in any state, we move to a single state. Okay, that is, it is called deterministic. Okay, because we can determine it. Okay, so this is the example block diagram or any diagram of deterministic finite automata. Now you can see that there is a table in the side. Okay, so this is called the state transition table. Okay, it is the tabular representation of this diagram. Okay, let's see. At state Q0, after applying the input A, we move to the state Q1. Okay, you can see that after applying input A, we move to the state Q1. And at state Q2, after applying input B, it is a self loop. Self loop means there is no change in the state. Okay. After applying input B, we can remain in the same state, that is Q0. Okay. Now same for the Q1. At state Q1, after applying input A, we move to the same state. Okay, we remain in the same state, that is Q1. And at state Q1, after applying input B, we move to the state Q0. Okay, now let's see what is the non-deterministic finite automata. Okay, so NFA also have 5 states, or we can say tuples. Okay, but different transition function. Okay, as I told earlier, the transition function in every NFA and DFA will be different. Based on that transition function, we will decide either we move to the state or remain in the same state. So just like the deterministic finite automata, in non-deterministic finite automata, we have also have 5 tuples, same set, finite set of states, then finite set of input symbol, initial state, final state. The only difference is transition function. Okay, we will discuss it later in detail. What is the transition function? Okay, that is q into e raised to goes to 2 की power q. We will discuss in detail. Now that is the example of non-deterministic finite automata. Okay, so what we will see in the deterministic finite automata. See, at a state, any state, after applying a single input signal, we move to a single state. We can determine it. But in the case of non-deterministic, after applying a single input, we can move to the more than one state. See this diagram. Okay, at state Q0, when we apply A, we move to the same state, that is Q0. And on the other side, if we apply A, then we move to the state Q1. Okay, so look into the state transition table. At state Q0, after applying the input A, we can move to the 2 states, that is Q0 and Q1. Okay, in some other example, if there is there is a one more state, okay, that is Q3. Then after applying the input A, we can remain in the Q0. We can move to the state Q1 and we can move to the state Q2. Okay, so that is the difference between deterministic finite automata and non-deterministic finite automata. Means in deterministic finite automata, after applying a input single, we can move to a single state. Okay, we can determine the state, that is deterministic. If after applying a same input symbol, we move from more than one state, then it is non-deterministic. Okay, then what is the next? Next is difference. Yeah, what is the difference between NFA and DFA? Okay, the first one that is your mind is full form, है ना? DFA stands for deterministic finite automata and NFA stands for non-deterministic finite automata. ठीक है, तो first difference is each transition leads to exactly one state called as deterministic. Okay, so this is the basic point कि after applying a single input we can move only one state, and in case of non-deterministic we can move to the multiple states. Okay, then accept input if the last state is in final. Okay, and in the case of NFA, accept input if one of the last state is in the final. And backtracking is allowed in the case of NFA. We can move back our steps. Okay, if there is we are in some wrong state, then we can step back. Means backtracking is allowed in DFA, but in the case of NFA, backtracking is not allowed. Okay, so empty string transition is not seen in the DFA. Okay, empty string allow नहीं करता है DFA, but in the case of NFA, empty strings allowed. That is the third form of the DFA that we call null NFA. Okay, For a given state on a given input, we reach a deterministic or unique state. Okay, in the case of DFA, after applying a input symbol, we move, yeah, we reach to a deterministic or a unique state. But in the case of NFA, okay, on a given input, we reach more than one state. Okay, it is not necessary that after applying a input, we move to a single state. It can be multiple. Now, what is the DFA is a subset of NFA. This is the very important question. Okay, in any competitive exam or your university exam, there is a 1 mark question. Okay, the question will be: is every DFA is a NFA? Okay, yes, every DFA is a NFA because DFA is a subset of NFA. Okay, but in the case of NFA, we need to convert the NFA to a DFA. Okay, so every DFA is a NFA, but vice versa is not true. Okay, so every DFA is a NFA, but every NFA is not a DFA. Then the next difference is in the transition function. Okay, then DFA is more difficult to construct as compared to NFA. Okay, now DFA is understood as one machine. Okay, but NFA is understood as multiple machines computing at the same time. Okay, why? Because after giving a single input string, we can move to the multiple states. Okay, so we can see this as a multiple machines computing at the same time. Okay, this is the example. Okay, this is the example. Let's see, we can zoom it. Okay, on the left hand side there is a DFA, and on the right hand side there is a NFA. Okay, there is a state Q0. Okay, that is our initial state or starting state. So after giving input 0, we move to the state Q0. Only one transaction, true hai. Then at state Q0, at when we give the input 1, then it will move to the single state Q0. But you will see in the case of NFA at state Q0, okay, after giving input AB, okay, there are multiple input strings. Okay, after giving input A and B, now see the input string B. Okay, at state Q0, we also give input B, then it will move remain in the same state. ठीक है, Q0 पे जब हम B इनपुट दे रहे हैं तो वो Q0 पे ही रह जा रहा है, सेल्फ लूप है। ऑन द सेम टाइम अगर हम Q0 पे B इनपुट दे रहे हैं तो वो Q1 पे भी चला जा रहा है। तो मतलब अगर हम Q0 पे B इनपुट दे रहे हैं तो हमारे पास दो आउटपुट आएंगे। क्या आएंगे? दैट इज Q0 एंड Q1। ठीक है, एक सेम इनपुट स्ट्रिंग पे, ठीक है, हम दो मल्टीपल स्टेट्स पे जा रहे हैं। ठीक है, दैट इज आवर NFA। बट इन केस ऑफ DFA, सिंगल इनपुट स्ट्रिंग पे सिंगल ट्रांजिशन होगा और वी कैन मूव टू ए सिंगल स्टेट। ठीक है, ओके।